Hi, this is Dr. Victoria Scorpio, and this is your astrological weather for Friday, January 24th. Today is the last quarter moon. The moon is in Scorpio and the sun is in Aquarius. Scorpio is about our shared resources, and when the moon is in Scorpio, we become more security-minded, especially around our resources. The sun is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is concerned about the common good. And so we come to a crisis point when we are at odds with how much we're willing to share and the common good. Last quarter squares are crisis in thought, and there's always a question as to whether the party line or consensus reality really does line up with our own experience. And so there is a sense within the consensus that there is not enough for everybody. And so we have hierarchical structures that control that. Unfortunately, at this time, 1% is controlling the resources of the 99%, and that isn't going to fly. And so today we come to that realization. There's also a trine between Mercury and Mars today. Mercury is in group-minded Aquarius, and Mars is in relationship-minded Libra. And so we can do, that can manifest itself in many ways, but one way it would be to open up some creativity around how best to share our resources fairly. But on the opposite side of that, we could hear a lot of banter about around extremist ideas and how the us versus them scenario. Really, we're all in this together, and the moon in Scorpio does make some other aspects today. It makes an aspect to Jupiter, it makes an aspect to Uranus, Pluto, Venus, which is still retrograde and very close to Pluto. So it touches on all our emotional buttons, security-minded buttons, freedom buttons. So there's a lot to think about. I hope I've been clear, but it's a very complex day. But understand that when it comes down to it, we really are in this together. And perhaps there's not enough for everyone, the way things stand, but how much do we really need? And that we need to ask ourselves. If we live a little more simply in those places where life is complex than places where life is not complex, those people live better. So we are our brother's keepers, whether we like it or not. So keep well. I'll see you tomorrow.